Hi guys, Monastery here, and in today's video we're going to be talking about how to get good high stat armor rolls with at least double if not triple 100 stats. So if that's what you are looking for, keep watching and learn how to get these armor pieces. So first off, let's talk about what are stat rolls and how do they work. So what are high stat armor stats? For new players, everything around 60 plus is a good high stat armor. For some veteran players and people that play the game for a long time, high stat armor probably starts around 65 to 67. The maximum stat a piece of armor can achieve is a total armor stat of 68. So anything between 60 and 68 is something you definitely want to take a look at, because on these pieces you will look for high spikes, like for example on my gloves here. They have a total of 67 and the spikes I'm talking about are in discipline with 30 points and recovery with 23. These pieces are the ones that you want to keep to achieve double on hundreds or more. Your stats on a piece of armor are divided into two different groups. First, we have the upper half, which is mobility, resilience, and recovery. And the other group is discipline, intellect, and strength. So a really good way of getting your desired stats on your armor is by using the ghost mod. It will focus on one of the stats. This means you will always get at least plus 10 points in the stat that you choose per mod. So let's say you want to farm for resilience, recovery, and discipline build. What you want to do is slot in a discipline mod, because you will have a higher chance of getting those three stats, because the mod is helping with the stats in the second group, and it's more likely for you to get resilience and recovery in the first group. For example, if you want to get a build with strength or intellect, you can do the same. Just slot in a strength or intellect mod and it will work the exact same way. Using the ghost mod is pretty important to get double 100s or triple 100s, because this way you can pretty much easily focus what you want. So regardless of what you do and what you play on Destiny, just always make sure that it's very crucial for you to have one of those mods equipped if you're still hunting for good high stat armor rolls. So now that we know how high stat armor works and how to get it, we will take a look at how to farm for high stat armor rolls. Currently, there's a few ways to farm high stat armor rolls. The first one is also quite easy to do on the side. What you have to do is pretty much finish the seasonal story until a certain point where you can focus armor at failsafe in the helm. You see right here, this is the perk you gotta unlock with failsafe. Once you have done that, you can go over here and it will cost you 2 seasonal engrams per piece of armor. Pieces of armor that you can achieve with failsafe are fairly high armor stats. The highest I've gotten so far are 66, 67 total stat rolls. The way you earn these engrams is by just playing the game. For example, strikes, crucible matches, and gambit can drop these engrams. They can also drop from raids and any other activity in the game. One of the fastest or most reliable farms, for example, is the short dungeon encounter in the Shattered Throne. You can farm this dungeon with a fire team and defeat this boss pretty fast. Me and my buddy just did this real quick, and you can see you will drop an engram right after you kill the boss. For direct armor farms, we have the Shadowkeep dungeon called Pit of Heresy, where the last boss in the dungeon will drop high stat armor once the dungeon is completed. This can only happen when the dungeon is in the weekly rotator. This will give you roughly 10 to 20 items per hour depending on how fast your fire team can deal with this encounter. This encounter can also drop you seasonal engrams, so you can get both. You can get the armor, and as well you can get seasonal engrams that after you farm can turn in that helm at failsafe and get high stat armor from there as well. Other things that drop high stat armor as well are, for example, master raids, which are quite harder for the casual player and will probably take longer than any other farm I've mentioned before in this video. The other activity that I want to mention that drops high stat armor as well is Trials of Osiris. For my free-to-play players, there's only a limited few things that will reward you with high stat armor. For example, one of the things you can do is play Iron Banner, which is currently active. This will reward you with armor after a game sometimes, and you can earn engrams for games which you can exchange at Lloyd Saladin at the tower to get armor from him. The only real other way I can think about for free-to-play players right now is the next time the Soul Size of Heroes event comes around, because this event is made to farm armor and the event weapons, and it's especially made to get some good rolled armor pieces that will also have some high armor stats, because you can also choose somewhat what kind of stat you want the item to be rolled with. So now that we know how armor works and how to farm it, we can make our life easier to choose the right armor pieces. For this, we're going to use a website called D2 Armor Picker. With this website, it is super easy to choose and pick armor for your builds or builds from other people. So let me show you how it works. Simply go to the website called D2 Armor Picker that is shown on screen right now or linked down below in the video description. Log in with your Bungie account and authorize that Detour Armor Picker is allowed to access your vault and characters. Once you've done that, you can start using the website normally. So first off, in the top right here, you can choose between Titan, Hunter and Warlock. In my case, I want to get armor for my Warlock. Once you've selected your class, you will go down here and see which exotic you want to use. If you want to use something, you will select it right here. In my case, I'm using the Warlock exotic called Matiodoxia. Once you've selected that, scroll down even further and select the subclass right here. In my case, again, I'm using Prismatic. The next thing you gotta do after selecting your subclass is choose the fragments. For example, for me, I gotta choose from the Prismatic fragments, so let me do that real quick and then we go on. After you've done that, you scroll up to the top of the page again and select your desired stats that are achievable for your character. For example, for me, I want to get 100 resilience and 100 discipline with around 80 strength because I am using the exotic Matiodoxia to get my melees back faster. Once you click, for example, the 100 resilience in my case, you will see that stats will drop down. You see that I can still get 100 discipline and my strength drops down to 90. If I select the 100 discipline next, my strength will drop down to 80 and I select that. Now you can see that some stats are way below 100 or even below 50. This means that you cannot get higher stats than shown right there. So what you gotta do in case I would want to get 100 strength is I would need to farm an armor piece with more strength on it. So the next thing you want to do is you want to look at the armor right over here. It will show you what mods to equip and what mods not to equip. It will also show you what armor you need. But instead of searching through your whole vault, you can either just select this button and just move all the items in your inventory. Just make sure that you're in orbit because sometimes it will not work once you're on the tower or in a different activity. And if you're just lazy, you can press the other button right over here, which will just move all of your items and equip them for you immediately. Now all you gotta do is equip the mods that are shown on the website, and then you should be at your desired 100 resilience, 100 discipline, or whatever stats you want. So that would be it for this video on how to farm armor, how to focus for it, how it works. If you like this video, leave a like, leave a comment, subscribe to the channel for more videos like that, and we will see each other next video, Guardian. Thanks for watching.